Hello Panda friends! In this video we are going to talk about my Hobonichi Cousin weekly spread because it is not working. I mean, it is working, kind of. Depends on what you define as working. I am using these spreads just to use them, to be honest. They don't really fulfill any kind of functional anything, to be honest. They look cute. I like to look at them. I like to create them, but they don't do much. So the thing is, the cousin is my catch-all planner, meaning that anything and everything, every kind of part of my life is going into this planner. And so it should be a weekly overview of my life, including everything, but it is not really doing that. So the cousin has these schedules for every day. And to be honest with you, I am not a huge paper schedule person. I have a lot of planners and I love analog planning a lot and it is my preferred way of planning. The only thing I don't like to do on paper is scheduling and time blocking because it drives me crazy not to be able to move around things. So I really don't like to use these pages for schedules, and what I am doing is exactly that. I am trying to make it work on paper and it is just pointless. It is not helping me in any way. I am putting down things that are then not getting done in that time slot. So I like to schedule everything and every minute of my day, but I am not the person that sticks to that schedule. So that's why I'm using a digital tool for that, which is called Shovel. I'm going to insert a little clip of how that works, or how I'm using it, or how my system looks. It's pretty much like a Google Calendar kind of thing, but a little bit more detailed, and you can enter tasks. And I think it was made for university students, so it is centered around tasks for uni and exams and reading and such. So I am using that for scheduling, to schedule basically everything, not just university, but everything. So I like to do that digitally because I can move around things, and it would drive me crazy to put down something in pen in this planner and then not keep to the schedule. You could argue that if I would do it on paper, that I would stick to my schedule more. But on the other hand, I like my schedule because it's flexible. So yeah, I do want to ditch this schedule type of thing because it is not doing anything for me. So I already thought about what else should I put on this spread, or what else do I kind of need even. So I made a list of things that I would like to include on my weekly spread, which is not schedule based. So there are a couple of things that I really do want to put in as kind of a schedule, which is work. I am working on Mondays and Tuesdays, and I would like to put that in just so I know that on these days I don't really have much time, if that makes sense. So these columns are kind of blocked, and because work is never changing, it's always Mondays and Tuesdays, I am not going to go crazy because I have to move it because I am never going to have to move it, so that can stay. And also things like therapy, which is the same appointment every week, which is not changing, or I don't know if I have an example. maybe not. Yeah, but like other kind of events that I know are happening, I would like to put those in. But other than that, I am not going to use this spread for like time blocking. So stuff like blocking study time, or blocking like content creation, or whatever I would block time for. You know what I mean. So like flexible time blocks that could change. I am not going to block on this spread, because if I put down I don't know, if I put down study time and then I decide, because I have a headache, that I am not able to study, and instead I want to do 2 hours of content creation or whatever, then it's going to bother me that it says study time, even though I did not do that. And another solution would be to put it in pencil and then put it after the fact, but is just doing it twice, because I'm doing it digitally anyways. So there is no need for me to have my schedule after the fact in my planner as well. So, okay, I talked about it enough. I hope you know what I mean. So, this is the week before last week. Is that even how you say it? Yeah, I was trying, but it was just not. So it is today the 10th, and this week is empty and last week is empty. And I'm sure there are empty spreads in between. So I'm going to try to create a sample spread. So let's get this out of the cover. It's easier to work with it that way. So what I want to include, besides blocking work and therapy and maybe events, which is on this list, I also want to put in appointments, obviously. So like anything that is like definitely bound by time. And then the other stuff that I want to put on the spread, which is not schedule based. Well, kind of. It says social media schedule. It says schedule, but what I mean by that is on Monday, I want to post this on Instagram, and I'm going to publish this video on YouTube. And on Wednesday, I'm going to post this, and on Tuesday, I'm going to post that. So it's not a schedule that way, I guess. And then I also want to put deadlines for university. I have a whole university planner, so I'm not gonna go into university to-dos. And generally, I don't want to put to-dos on the weekly spread, because I have my dailies full of to-dos, which is working very well. And I don't want to put like stuff twice. Why would I put my to-dos on here and on here? That makes no sense. One time is enough. So I'm not gonna put to-dos on the weekly. But I do want to put like deadlines. If there is a deadline coming up for university, I want to put that down. I also want to put down my workouts. So my workout schedule, it says this word again, schedule, but my workout schedule. So which day I'm gonna do what, so I know I can look at my weekly and know my week. So much easier. And then I also want to put down self-care, so like face massages, stretching, whatever. Meal plan. Something that I never put down anywhere. I kind of planned that digitally as well, because I live with my boyfriend, so we are sharing meals, so it's kind of like we are planning together on Notion. But I think I would also like to have the dinner plans for every day, just so I don't have to open Notion. I can just flip to the weekly spread. And then cleaning schedule for every day of the week and date nights. So that is the plan. Now, the real question is how I'm going to make this work. So first things first, I'm gonna take a pencil and a ruler because this is not gonna be set in stone. So we are going to mark work first of all, because that is going to be the same. Okay, so this is going to be work. I'm not sure if you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so hopefully you can see it better now. It is kind of faint because I'm writing it in pencil. So we have blocked work. So those are definitely, I know it's ugly, but no worries. And then I have therapy over here. Okay. So now the question is, how am I going to structure this spread? Because the ultimate goal of this session is to figure out a structure for this spread that I can just reuse every week with the same kind of items. So I don't have to think about the spread. I can decorate around it, but I'm gonna use the same structure, so it's easier. So we have this part of the spread, which, if you know, the cousin is blank, so it doesn't have the grid. So it's kind of like a highlighted area. So that is definitely a good spot to put something very important. So it's not going to be the meal plan or the cleaning schedule or the date night. Probably not going to be self-care. I mean, not that self-care is not important. This part is probably a good spot to put deadlines and yeah, deadlines. Okay, so don't mind me, I just got some page flags to mark stuff because I think it's easier that way. So let's put deadlines is going to go in this column here. I mean, it's not a column, it's a row. So it's gonna go in this row. So any kind of university deadline, I am going to put here. And if I don't have any, then it's gonna be empty. If I have one, it's going to pop out that there is one in this row. There are multiple, obviously it's still gonna pop out, but you know what I mean. So it's kind of very easy to see if there is something coming up. And if there is no deadline, I can just put washi tape or whatever. So that's that. So deadlines is basically taken care of. Now, let me position this a little bit better. So I am like basically 99% sure that this part of the spread is not getting used. So between 6 and 9, I usually either do my morning routine, drink my coffee, fill out my planner, or I sleep, to be honest, or I get ready for work. So that is definitely not something that I need to put in my planner, and that is not something that I usually put in my planner. And if you look at my spreads, usually there is nothing over here. I usually just like put a to-do list up until now, but obviously I don't want to put to-do lists anymore. So this spot is usually always empty. So we can definitely use this spot for something. And I would actually think that I would want to go with workout. So workout or run. So that would be this part of the spread. Now I am not quite sure how to do this part. So from 9 to 6, I don't want to structure that part already, like pre-structure it, because what if I have an appointment there? What if I have an event? What if I have to work? I usually don't, but who knows? So if I do want to use the same structure, I can't really put anything between 9 to 6, which is pretty bad, I think. But we are going to think about that afterwards. So let's just move on to the bottom part, because that is also usually not very used. So I can definitely put like 2 rows in here. So workouts and runs are planned. Now, social media schedule obviously is something that I also want to put in on this spread. So social media. And I mean, obviously, it can still happen that I have an appointment at 8 or something, or an event or something. So I guess I should probably just use this space and structure it however I need it, and then each week kind of work around the pre-scheduled stuff. So social media, maybe just section it off even. So like maybe up until here. And then I also do want to, social media schedule, I also want to put cleaning schedule. So let's just call it chores, I guess, over here. Yeah, so like this way. And then I'm gonna put cleaning schedules done. And now let's put self-care. Okay, so I guess that's the spread. Like so. Okay, so what am I gonna do with this part? Actually, I could use it. So self-care. I could use it for a meal plan, but I'm not sure. Okay, so what I'm thinking is that I'm gonna put my meal plan into the sidebar. Now I still don't know what to do with this part. Okay, maybe actually we are going to do it differently. So I think I'm gonna remove this altogether, to be honest. If I still want to look at these, I can still do it in my university planner. I have a schedule-based weekly spread on in there as well. So one of those is going to be enough. Okay, so now we have all new space. So let's put meal plan over here, and then it's not gonna be even. So let's see. Let's think about what I want to put. Ooh, something that would be good is like a top 3 focus, highlight, goal kind of thing. So like top 3. Okay, I mean, we have the sidebar, and I think I would actually use the sidebar for to-dos. I know I said no to-dos, but I do want to use it for to-dos because I like to have a weekly to-do list. So not like a daily. That's why I don't want to put it on the days, but I do want to have like a collective to-do list for the week. So it's gonna be the weekly to-dos and maybe also some habit trackers. Okay, I am actually pretty excited to try this out. So we are going to go and flip to the current week. No, next week. Going to flip to next week, which is this one. And I'm going to put this into action and decorate and see and fill it out and see how that's gonna work. But I'm going to do that sped up so that you don't have to endure this again. So let's do it. Okay, so I I know it is very matchy and a lot of the same colors, but I think I'm gonna add like small like icons and small stickers to the spread once I wrote in it. So I think it's gonna be more like colorful at the end. But this is my first try with this kind of spread, obviously. So I really need to figure out a way to put these headers somehow without me writing them out. I don't know how, because stamping is not an option, because that's going to take even longer. But I really don't like me writing them out. I just don't like how it looks. So I don't know how to do that because I don't have stickers. Maybe I should create some stickers. Maybe I should create some stickers. That would take even longer, to be honest. So yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe I'm gonna do like more like lettering instead of just like normal letters. I don't know, but I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of my headers, but that's fine, I guess. So maybe another option would be to not write them down for every week, for every day, but just write them once, like along this. So it would be workout, social media, top 3, dinner, chores, self-care. That could work, so I don't have to write them down this many times. Maybe that's something I'm gonna try next week. I could even stamp them then, so that would work maybe. So yeah, this is my first try. I am actually kind of relieved that I don't have to put my schedule on this next week. And so I think that's a good sign. So yeah, I guess this is going to be what I'm gonna try next week, and we're going to see how it works out. And that's it for this video. I hope you liked it. If you did, leave me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I also have an Instagram account if you want to follow me over there. It's in the description box as well. And other than that, I hope you have an awesome day and that we see each other very soon. Until then, bye!